powers to will it. I was like, oh,
We're gonna have to do something. Yeah, we're on. Harry played in the first game. I had a parent that played in the first game because it wasn't loud enough. What's his name? What's the podcast? They said the noise that you hear is coming from over there. I can't make them turn it up louder. You don't broadcast football games at the school? I'll pay someone to come out here and broadcast it for $2.
never call me.
Okay, perfect. That's what that was. All right. Well, just a little delay until the initial draw here between the Calvin Knights and your Southwestern University Pirates. We're right back here at the varsity field for this one. A little earlier start time, a much hotter day this afternoon as compared to last night, and a game where the Pirates looking to bounce back after going against a as the Pirates look to bounce back here this afternoon after going against Meredith College yesterday. You know, coming off of a NCAA appearance, it was one of those things that was just bound to happen to a certain extent.
Oh. Back?
No. I think that's what it was. I think it's that one, the one that's going into the system. Oh, you have a goal. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
So the opening goal will end up going to the Knights after the free possession. Free position, as it will be Delaney Johnson, the freshman wearing the number 9 from Spring Lake, Michigan, getting the Knights off to the opening start with the first goal of this matchup as they lead 1-0. As we mentioned before, your Pirates looking to bounce back after the defeat against Meredith College. Tough opposition for anybody, a former NCAA team, a tournament team from last season. Nice turn and grab. They get this ball up here near the near sideline, but it's going to be poke checked away. On the scoop, the number 12, that's Perusha, who will toss it back. Here at the center circle, looking to go past midfield. Nice move. And trying to find the open player, but it's just going to be a turnover. Unforced error as the ball will go to the Pirates. The Pirates are dressed in the all black this afternoon with the gold trim and gold numbers.
Can you say the number?
The Pirates moving the ball up the sideline on the far side and now over into the attacking third, only for it to be swept away and picked up back again by the Pirates in the back line. They'll move this ball here in the defense as they creep up the midfield. Cleverson looking, has a connection, but not connected all the way. This is a loose ball that's going to be scooped into right into the attack at the arc.
A walkie? No, you're fine.
Canthu, the returning scorer from last season, trying to make something happen and goes with the backhand. And a nice idea, but won't score. Pirates closest to the loose ball, though, so they'll have possession still with 25 seconds to go on the shot clock. Working from the X is Canthu. trying to power this down. The Pirates only with 14 seconds here trying to shoot. Down to 10 now. They have to get a shot off before this clock expires or it's a turnover. 5 seconds. They have to know. Kanthu is going to take the shot and score. A terrific goal from Cecilia Kanthu. As the time just winding down, stayed on the far side post of the cage and just wristed it in for the score. They're just checking the bag here, making sure that it's the right pocket. And everything looks to be good. Pirates score. It will be a 1-1 game.
Southwestern Pirates, scored by number 7, Cecilia Cantu.
The last time these two teams met, it was in very similar fashion where it was a close game. The Pirates did win that afternoon. As the Pirates almost take away the draw here and will take the draw. Be Van Dienter. Start and on the stop, it's check loose, and then there's going to be the slash, which will result in the turnover, and they're going to take it quickly. Do the Knights. Loose ball in the midfield is going to be picked up by the Pirates in Sydney Martin. Bethke will come out from between the cage and pick up this loose ball for Southwestern. This game tied 1-1, Pirates scoring after being held scoreless yesterday. And what we knew was going to be a tough game given the opposition. But I was very impressed with the way that Meredith College showed up yesterday on the road and do what championship teams do, and that's just be unrelenting from start to finish. And that's going to be one of the goals for the Pirates here this afternoon, is going to be keeping the pressure on, as right now they just got the comeback goal. Trying to work through the check was Morales, as the ball loose, and Morales, because of the aggressiveness, will end up picking up the spot of possession for the Pirates in a good area here of the attack. 10:37 as the clock does stop here. It's only in the game of lacrosse when you have a 10-goal lead, or at least in women's lacrosse when you have a 10-goal lead, that the clock will run continuously. Here to the near side for the Pirates, it's Guerrero. And the Pirates a little discombobulated here in the possession. Still anybody's ball as it continues to volley around the ground. Now rolling and scooped up on the fly here by the Knights. It was Eigenberg. And then a 2-minute or a 1-minute foul because of the slash. It'll be Minaya who will be whistled for the foul. And now Calvin with the man advantage here. Natalie Scott slings it up to Stein. Stein approaching goal, and another stoppage in play here. I believe tried to take away the shooting lane. That's going to be illegal. And now a free position just beyond the fan. On the approach towards goal, and it's going to be stopped. I believe that went off of the stick and not off of the post. I didn't see the cage rattle. So I would say that would have been a save for Bethke. And Bethke called upon to make a second consecutive save. Nicely done by the all-conference honorable mention from last season. One of the 2 top returners for this Pirate squad that's in a real phase of a rebuild right now, as the last couple of seasons has produced some excellent talent, but a lot of that talent leaving due to graduation. Even now, the Pirates, they returned 12 but lost 6 from last season's team. with new conference affiliations over the last couple of seasons and some questions surrounding the program. It's good to have them playing here and competitive here, this matchup so far here in the first period. Cantu looking, spinning, Cadena. Up to the top of the arc. Now approaching Van Diener. Tried to just pop past this one away, but there was contact made towards the face of Alana Guerrero. So this foul takes place just beyond the arc, where the free position is going to come for the Pirates. 8:13 left here in the first. They fake the shot. Cleverson with it, passing inside, and the pass not connected with. The idea, though, was there. And now a good run here on the near side. Bethard. 33 goals scored last season, now trying to approach the danger zone, looking from outside, dumps this pass off, and it was the right move. She links up with Ellie Dendolk. And that will give the Knights the second goal of this matchup.
That was a goal for the Knights.
And that was Delaney Johnson. So second goal of the match for Delaney Johnson, rather. And it was that counterattack run sparked by Morgan Bethard, as that really allowed the Knights to get out and run. (2-1) Knights with 7:49 left here in our first period. As we come to the draw. And it's going to be won by Southwestern. So Flowers almost winning that draw. As this ball loose, and we'll go into the neutral third. And it's going to be picked up right on the sideline, only for Flowers to be there for the interception. This ball pushed up ahead to Cadena. And Cadena has it knocked loose from her possession as it's scooped up on the far side. It was Madison Goodike. And a big collision there, and that's going to stop the clock. And we're going to go to the pocket. What color card is it going to be? It's yellow. That's a 2-minute violation there that will have to be seen the entire way through. And it was on Sydney Martin, wearing the number 25 out of San Antonio, who will have to go to the box for the Pirates.
That's a yellow card for Southwestern's number 25, Sydney Martin.
The one thing that the Pirates did have as one of the positives from last season was their play when it came to being a man down and a man ahead. But it looks like another foul coming up here as we go back to the pocket, and this one green, so it's a 1-minute violation. And the Pirates now 2 players down. So Ellis Seeley, the defender from Castle Rock, Colorado, will now have to take a seat, and the Pirates 2 players down with 6:45 remaining here in the first period. And I maybe speak too soon as we're going back to the card, and it's another card being pulled out, this one green. And that's going to send Flowers to the box, and now the Pirates 3 players down here. So 2 on a green, 1 on a yellow, and the Pirates are really going to have to dig in here. Well, there's no magical defensive setup here in this type of situation. It's going to be all determination if the Pirates can hold for the next minute or so to at least get 2 players back. The ball loose, but you can see everybody just trying to protect some zone here. Oh, and it's going to be a turnover. So a terrific opportunity squandered already by the Knights there, as they have a 3-person advantage at the moment. The Pirates will work this ball into the midfield. That pass, though, a little low, but it bounces right into the path of the ball of Suzette Morales. Morales gets all the way into the attacking third of the field now. And what a run for Morales, who will sub out. One player will come back on now. Well, never mind. What they did was go box to box on the change. So Morales now sitting in the box. This ball is going to be at the X. And the Pirates with Ganthu, who dumps it in. The connection, the shot, the score. Terrific link up by the Pirates.
Here's a goal for your Pirates. Shot by number 17, Grace Van Dinner.
So it will be Grace Van Dinner, as Van Dinter comes away with a nice run with the cut. A lot of that predicated on the assist from Cecilia Canthu. And it's now tied at 2 apiece. 5:31 game on here for the Pirates. As every time Calvin shows up with an answer, Pirates able to have another question as they have another response. 2-2. It's going to be one off of the draw from Lillian Mori. Offensively still on the run is Mori. Now we'll give up the rock back to Bethard. Bethard behind the crease, now circling in front. The pass offline. The fight for possession. And too much contact made on that hip check. As the clock continues to run, less than 5 minutes here in the first period. We're tied at 2-2. Nice move there on the start and stop from Condena. And now, rather Canthu, able to weave her way through, not one, but two, but three, but four, and just misses. Would have been one of the goals of the season had she scored there. But the Pirates will keep possession. And but you can clearly see the class that is Cecilia Canthu. Just didn't get that type of service yesterday against a Meredith team that had qualified for the NCAA tournament last season. And it looks very strong to contend to qualify again this coming season from what I saw yesterday. Canthu trying to find some room, and because of that will draw the foul. It will be just right at the fan. And no, they're going to say it's outside the fan, so they're going to take this free position at the arc. So just about 12 yards out as opposed to 8. 3:55 as the clock has stopped here in the first quarter, or the first period of play. 2-2 our score. Pirates could take the lead here. Canthu lobs it in. And Flowers checked from behind where it's knocked loose, and now looking to counter is Natalie Scott, who drops possession, has it poked loose. Canthu playing some defense on the offensive end. And the Pirates overreach their boundary, forcing the foul. Rizzo, the goalkeeper, trying to find the outlet pass, instead throws it out of play. Martin takes it quickly. Martin sprinting right in front of the fan, who now will pull it back to set up the offense. Van Dinner. It's the Pirates taking their time. They got plenty of time on the shot clock. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in this opening period. We are tied at 2 apiece. Glad you can join us here on the Pirates YouTube channel. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. That way you never miss a moment of the action. One-on-one, trying to hit him with the fake spin. Ends up beating the defender. Still cradling. Turns and shoots. 5-hole score. Sydney Martin. It looked like they had ran out of ideas there in front of the goalie as they were trying to cradle the ball safely from the checks coming in from the sides. It just tossed it, and it hit the right deflection.
That's a goal for your Southwestern Pirates.
And the Pirates will have their first
Sydney Martin.
lead of the contest, up 3-2. Well, despite it being a much warmer day here today, it seems like the sun has taken a back seat behind plenty of the cloud coverage, as that breeze feeling as good as the Pirates play right now as they lead 3-2. As the Pirates offense starting to click this afternoon. We come back to center circle for the draw. 2:45 remains in the opening period as the Pirates now lead for the first time in this matchup 3-2. The only time these two teams have ever met in the past, the Pirates winning that lone contest. A little start and stop from Eigenberg. Now at the top of the arc, Smith, who was the leading scorer last season, dumps it off. And this ball, the fight for possession as it goes out of play, it'll be the Pirates' ball. Turned over by the Knights as their fans making the travel during spring break here to Texas. Luckily for the fans that made the trip to Central Texas this week, they're going to be missing out on that windstorm that's going to be huge in the West Panhandle and the North Texas area, which is like Dallas. So hopefully you won't have to be traveling between there at any point tomorrow. Because the wind already pretty strong here, you could just imagine what it's going to be like on Friday. Turnover again. Pirates have possession, 1:32 left in the opening period as the Pirates have the lead as well. Pirates will advance this, and they'll take it into the midfield. Anaya here on the near side is going to go to Seeley, who had a good game yesterday. Really made some big plays that had stood out to have tried to help out Southwestern yesterday. This pass lost ultimately. It's going to be picked up by Cornwell. The pass connected here on the near side. Bethard has a number. And the Pirates, though, able to come back. They're going to call the riding penalty on the check on Martin. And they'll continue on now, taking it quickly. 40 seconds to shoot this. And it's going to go out of play. The Pirates have 30 seconds to get this ball downfield and take a shot on goal before the expiration of this opening period. The Pirates still with possession. They have it poke check from behind, and it goes out of play. It's the Knights' ball. They'll take it quickly here on the run, and this is Bethard. Bethard breaks through one check, but good defense shuts her down the second time. Ball still loose, 2 seconds. And they're stepping up was Hope Clubberson. As she to even put this ball on goal. Well, the Pirates had started off this contest behind, then answered back to make it 1-1. But then a second goal scored by the Knights by Delaney Johnson made it 2-1. The Pirates were able to answer back thanks to Grace Van Dinner. And then the final goal scored there by Sydney Martin to make it 3-2 in favor of the Pirates.
Yeah, it's okay. You're good.
get ready for the restart and the start of the second period. Up ahead here at Varsity Field on the campus of Southwestern University here in Georgetown, Texas. A windy day, a hot day, but right now the sun sequestered behind some cloud coverage, actually making it quite pleasant to be outside, where it's going to be a high of about 88 degrees here today. On Friday, we're looking like it's going to get into about 91, and I guess the weird part is, I guess if you're not accustomed to the Texas weather, is that winter technically not over until March 22nd, but we apparently didn't get the memo. 2 goals scored by Delaney Johnson for the Knights. The Pirates had 3 goal scorers in Ganthu, Van Dinner, and Martin as we come to the draw and get ready to start the second period, as the Pirates looking to bounce back after yesterday's defeat. And that's the thing, again, non-conference matchups. So at the end of the day, the losses, while important, you want to win competitive matches, you know, nowhere near as important as having to win those conference matchups. And we're going to have a green card penalty on the Pirates as Ganthu is going to get called for the illegal slash. And that's exactly what the referee is saying. Don't need to be able to interpret body language like a pro there. That was pretty apparent. Yeah, she ended up taking out the opponent's knuckle with the stick. And now we can restart. Pirates find themselves down a man for the next minute. But they have had success last season when playing down a man and when playing up a man. And we're going to have time taken here. So there was an infraction off ball, and it's going to result in another penalty, and it's going to be a green card. So this going against Flowers, so very similar to what we saw in that first period of play, where the Pirates had committed 3 fouls in a row, and that resulted in 3 penalties. So far, they go with 2 to start off this second period. Good opportunity here for the Knights as this ball is being pinballed around on the ground, and it will be Pirates' possession. So they may be able to kill this 2-person advantage here. Could Southwestern potentially, as they move it back to Bethke. Bethke to Kleberson. Kleberson able to tear through the would-be defenders. Kleberson trying to connect with Ganthu, but it will be intercepted off of the volley, and now we're coming the other direction. Terrific cradle by Plum as she's able to weave her way through the traffic. Plum just outside of the box, and now it's going to find herself behind the crease. Back in front, the shot, great deflection on the defense there by the Pirates, but the second time the charm. And we are tied up at 3 as the first goal of the second period goes to the Knights. Very unfortunate there for the Pirates as their defense had worked hard to get back. They actually made the deflection, and that deflection had bounced right back to Plum. As Plum was awaiting a second opportunity arose when the ball bounced right back into her bag, and then she was able to give the pass right back to J.C. Smith, who didn't move off of the missed shot after it was poked away initially by Suzette Morales, who had her stick right on the sack of the opposition stick, who was trying to line up and shoot. It was a great poke check to get it away, but ultimately it ends up being a score for the Knights. As we come to the draw, we are tied at 3, and this draw is going to be won by Southwestern and Ella Seeley. Seeley showing off her carrying ability. The pass is a good idea, but it's going to be way overhead as this ball is still in play, and it's going to be picked up by Phelps. We'll make that Cornwell. Cornwell plenty of room here in the midfield for Ellsworth, and this is going to be turned over on the pass. Pirates possession. Martin will pick up and then restart. 12:50 remains in this first half of play as we are here in the second period. We are tied at 3-3. Van Dinner. Nice switch with the pass here to the near side. One-on-one here, looking for quick feet. Van Dinner on the overlapping run is open. And it will go to her. Grace turning, looking, scanning. Back to the top of the arc. The Pirates taking some time here as they set up beyond the perimeter. .50 seconds on the shot clock now for the Pirates. Martin, one-on-one with her back turn, looking to try to beat the defender and does beat Williams. Back to Van Dinner. Flowers inside, great pass. The shot just not there. Seeley unable to come out without a look in front of the crease. But the goalie way out of possession now as they are able to roll this grounder right into the right path of play. And they will continue on. Do the Knights as they sling this ball up the field, and it will bounce back momentarily. Ellsworth picks it up off of the run and now advances into the attacking third. Knights looking to take the lead for the first time since midway through the first half of play, or first quarter of play. Really being methodical, but the Czech springs this ball loose, trying to field this grounder, and finally it is fielded, but the cross check will be whistled, and now we'll have a restart in play after the free. Maury looking, Maury beats her defender, Maury shooting, and it's saved. Bethke there on the spot. Bethke, great outlet pass up here up top. Looking, Flowers trying to force this defense back as she continues to advance the possession. And Flowers is going to take it themselves. Van Dinner. Oh, the pass behind Morellis, who was trying to advance forward. We are tied at 3. The ball with Peshra. And Peshra ends up drawing the foul. There wasn't a lot of room to work with there.
Yellow card for Southwestern's number 3, Suzette Morales. 2 minutes.
And I was wondering what the issue was going to be there because of that longer stoppage, and it's a yellow card, so a 2-minute penalty assessed against the Pirates. It's a turnover there as the Pirates continue to live a little dangerously here. Man down, no problem so far. If anything, it seems that they do better in the face of perseverance. Connection made as they connect the dots all the way up to Cadena. Cadena had it poked away from behind, and just right when they were entering that danger zone in front of the crease. Whistle blown, though. Are they going to say an illegal check? Thought the Pirates might have had some fortune go their way there. That doesn't seem to be the case.
What'd you say?
Rainbow pass here to Cornwell. Back inside, looking to shoot, and it's saved. Bethke. Great read to take away what should have been a goal, as they had the numbers, and they still do, as the Pirates trying to work off this man advantage, and there it is. This time, they're able to crash the goal and get the shot off and score. J.C. Smith with her second goal of this matchup for the number 8. And the Pirates find themselves behind now 4-3. Pirates were able to answer back last time, though, so we'll see how this turns out. But with 9:01 left,
JC Smith.
it's the Knights of Calvin University who now lead once again. We try to restart this draw. Possession will go to the Pirates here. And Ganthu trying to spark the Pirates once again offensively. Ganthu, who led the Pirates in scoring last season, or the top returning scorer from last season, rather. Already with 1 goal in this game. She is shifty, she is quick, and she will be fouled. She's pushed from behind just inside the arc, and the Pirates will have the free position. Chance here for the Pirates to tie things up. And exactly who you would want with ball in bag with Cecilia Cantu. And no shot, but the yellow card is out because of the hold on the defense. And for the first time in this game, we're going to have a penalty that results in a card, or at least it looked like it was there. They're just going to give her a restart. I thought for sure that there was somebody going to the box for the Knights because of that hold. They're going to try the free position again, and it's going to be deflected to the side as Rizzo makes the save. So the score stays 4-3, despite the Pirates' best efforts there offensively. On the run, it just squeaks right past the would-be defender, Des Williams. And Williams was trying to tiptoe the sideline, but is forced out, only for the foul to be called and possession kept. Pushed up ahead to Plum. You hear that wind, very vicious today, but pleasant with the Texas heat. Right now, Calvin having to work into the wind, going against it. Up inside, trying to turn, still nowhere to be had. The flag is out, so a penalty will be coming up. Looking for a shot, still denied. And I'm wondering if it's because of the check about two hits ago, or it's because there was a possible shooting lane that was taken away, but I really didn't see a shot coming up for it. So I want to go with the check. Lillian Morey is going to take this free position. The freshman from Davidson, Michigan, is going to be denied the opportunity. Good defense from the Pirates. .7:25 left in this second period. And the ball barely saved, but it's going to be the Pirates who capitalize on the grounder as it's picked up by Sydney Martin. Martin to Flowers. Flowers. Another connection here to Cantu. Has numbers in the attack. Cantu denied on the entry. Cantu gets Pires second time? No. Just tried to make a pass. And Ellie Dildolk was in the way, and they're going to call that an unsafe shot against Cantu. It's never pleasant to take if you've never actually held one of these lacrosse balls. While it has like a bit of a rubbery, softish coating, it's still very unforgiving. Like the one position I definitely would not even want to try to play is goalie. not a lot of padding with that. You know, something with the consistency of a baseball is flying right at you. The Pirate defense forced to play a man down once again here with 6:23 left in the second period. The Knights here at the top of the arc, dumps it into the attack zone. The shot, Bethke with the save. But it was right back to J.C. Smith, who continues this, and there's going to be a check to the head that's going to result in a free position coming up for Calvin. It looks like it's Annalise Hansen wearing the 16 who's going to be taking this shot.
Yellow card for Southwestern's number 3, Suzanne Morales.
So Morales will pick up the yellow. And because of that, Morales will be going to the box. Yeah, the Pirates were being forced to kind of just crash down on the player who had the ball. And in moments of desperation like that, you know, players are going to take a swing to see if they could jar the ball loose, and instead they made too much contact with the player themselves and not the player's stick. .605 remains. The shot picked up, save, Bethke. And Bethke will also get the grounder, as there was a loose ball there in the crease. As they try to get this away, ball was lost, picked right back up by Minaya. Minaya trying to run this out of danger, but has it poked away from behind. This ball still on the ground and now in the midfield. That was good awareness by the offensive players for the Knights, knowing that that ball was right on the line. They were going to have to switch if they had committed. No infraction committed, as everybody able to get into the right spot. The pass deflected. The ball still with Maury, though. Trying to get inside. Maury denied, dumps it off right behind the crease. This shot looks like it was flicked away once again by Bethke, who's having a massive stand in the cage here in this second period. Another way in, another denial, and we're going to have another penalty. This one going against the Pirates. Nothing that's going to procure a card, but one that will give a free position to the Knights to see if they can take our first 2-goal advantage in this game. The shot taken and scored by J.C. Smith. Smith, who had scored 35 goals last season, the leading returner for this Knights team, has now scored 3 in this game. And the Knights, with that first ever 2-goal advantage in this afternoon's contest, as the Knights lead 5-4.
The goal for the Knights was shot by number 8, J.C. Smith.
This afternoon, the Pirates are being aggressive, if almost overtly aggressive. Kind of pushing themselves into situations where they're a player down, a couple of players down. We've also seen them in cases here this afternoon where they've been 3 players down at times. Off of the draw. Pirates will get it back thanks to Cantu. And Cantu just glides past the defense and now enters the attacking third here, right beyond the arc. Cantu can be a magician. Watch her go to work at the X now, trying to set up this offense. And we're going to have a timeout taken. So Southwestern will take this time out with possession at hand. 73 seconds on the shot clock. 4:33 on the game clock here in the second period. Is the Knights of Calvin who lead, though, 5-3 on your Southwestern Pirates YouTube page. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe as we take a break.
No. Be sure to check out our concession stand located
Saw baseball.
The concession stand is located by the baseball.
Well, it was literally like filled to the top. Like when I opened it, it like overflowed. Which I've never had a can filled to the top. Ever.
Some people win the lottery. You can't fit
It's for all my hard work.
Yeah, that's your kid.
All my 15-hour days.
First time ever. First time?
I know. Makes everything worth it. Not really.
5-3 our score as that wind continues to blow from right to left. Pirates have it as they took the time out. Cantu trying to orchestrate this offense. It's all predicated off of her, it seems so far. Van Dinner has been able to get on the scoring action. The 3 goals have come from 3 different players this afternoon for the Pirates as we work our way towards the early evening here in Central Texas in Georgetown. Plenty of time to still work for a shot. Cantu going against the double team here, so that means that there has to be somebody open. Gets past one, can't get past another. Flowers trying to switch, goes back right into the defender. This one also taken away as the double team arrives to take away the would-be shooting lane. Now that Cantu trying to find some room. 20 seconds now. The Pirates really have to start wondering, how do they want to reset and attack? They have a cutter there. The cut not seen. A second cutter not delivered. Cantu tries to lose the defender, finally does, goes with a tricky backhand and just puts it back wide. Didn't miss by much. 2 seconds, though, on the shot clock, and the Pirates will lose out on the possession thanks to some good Knights defense. Yeah, shot clock violation as the Pirates couldn't get the shot off within those 90 seconds. And you could really see that the offense was really predicated on the movement of Cantu. Almost came away with a fantastic finish because she is that good, but wasn't to be this go around. 240. Swiping, looking, going to take the shot. That's a save as it goes right into the awaiting bag of Emma Bethke. I kind of feel like Bethke saw the freshman's performance yesterday in Hannah Colvin. And today, I think being motivated to kind of remind us, like, hey, I was all conference last season. There's a reason why, as she has made some key saves here this afternoon. Well, the pass, the idea was there, the execution lacking. And with 2:08 remaining, it is the Knights who lead by 2, 5-3. This has been the largest lead for either team in this game thus far. Into the attacking third. Just beyond the arc now, turning, looking. This pass not cleanly delivered, but it's going to be recollected by Bethard. Now work to the X. Back to the top of the arc. Now looking to attack, and the shot saved again. Bethke on the spot. Has been money so far in this first half of play. And that's what's really helped keep the Pirates within striking distance, is Bethke being so sure-handed in cage. So they're going to be looking for Bethke to launch this ball. Instead, they're going to keep it short. Pirates now trying to advance it past the midfield line. Contact made as the ball is loose right at the 50-50 mark, and it's going to be taken away. And there is an attack from behind. Yeah, a dangerous play as Julissa Minaya is going to go to the box for a 2-minute green card on the illegal slash. So an unsafe check. 48 seconds remain now, so the shot clock not the factor. It's all game clock here for the Knights, who have the man advantage. They had the cutter, but the ball not complete on the pass as they were looking to shoot before they had full possession. A great defensive play there made by Kleberson, and Hope Kleberson winning this ball back for the Pirates, only for the volley to be intercepted by Megan Chang. This ball completed. The defense from the Pirates answers again. Here on the run, this is Pinto. Pinto gets her way all the way through. Pinto continues the run past midfield, and Pinto being flushed towards the sideline. Great execution to kill that precious seconds there at the end of our second period of play. Now that card is going to carry over into the third quarter. So the second half a man down, but they didn't let up any more goals despite being behind a couple of players there at inopportune times. Pirates had a couple of chances to score, unable to do so in the second period. The Knights, though, being behind 3-2 at the start, come back, answer with 3 goals of their own here in the second period of play, and now have a 5-3 lead. We have about a 10-minute break for halftime. We'll take it with you and with them. We'll be back with more and the start of your second half here on the Southwestern Pirate YouTube page. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Start of the second half now from Varsity Field as your Pirates currently down 5-3 against the visitors in Calvin Knights. Calvin University making the trip here to Central Texas. This day ended up turning out quite nice. Plenty of cloud coverage to shield us from the harsh sun, but it's about mid-80s. Honestly, not a bad day if you're accustomed to it, especially here in the Central Texas area. Smash Simmons with you here on the YouTube page of the Pirates. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe as Calvin dressed in the all-whites this afternoon with maroon and gold trim, trying to bully their way through this defense for the opening score of the second half of play. This ball sent, the shot missed wide. Who's near it first? It's going to be Calvin, who's going to keep possession as the shot was missed by Riley Cornwell. The Pirates have had their issues when it comes to committing penalties in this game. They've had a couple of yellow cards issued. They've had about 5 green cards as a team, as the ball was just going to be mishandled out of play, and this is a turnover going to the Pirates. Cadena. And Cantu being dangerous. Van Dinner had a goal in the first half. All 3 goals did come in the first quarter of play for the Pirates. Had a couple of chances in the second, couldn't connect. Well, the initial pass was there, and they're going to call this against the Pirates. On the advancement, this is Chang. Chang gets inside, good cut. Chang right beyond the arc. Flips it inside, looking for one more turn and shot. The flag is out. We're going to have a penalty against the Pirates. And this should lead to a free position around the fan. So a chance to make it 6-3 in favor of the Knights coming up here. Here we go. And the shot, bouncer misses wide. And it will stay with the Knights. Back here to the near side, trying to find some room. Still nothing. Now that pass goes out of play, but the whistle comes right before the pass. So this looks like it's going to stay with the Knights. And they're going to come back and play the foul. Free position right on the fan. Goal scoring opportunity coming up. And the shot saved. Bethke having a terrific game in the cage so far. Has made some real key saves, and that's the reason why the Pirates are only down by 2. It's been because of the play of the honorable mention all-conference selection from last season, Emma Bethke. Took a little too long to decide to make that pass, and that resulted in the check and free. 2-on-2 here, a little bit of a break. Cuts inside, the shot wide. And because of that wide shot, Calvin will stay with the ball. Johnson here to Chang. Chang back to Johnson. Smith turns, fires, and beats everyone, does Delaney Johnson. The freshman scoring their 3rd goal of the match, first of the second half, and that will be our first goal scored of the 3rd period of 11:43. It is now official, 6-3 in favor of Calvin. We get ready for the restart at the draw. As Southwestern finds themselves down 6-3. And on the restart, it's going to be won by Canthu. Canthu. Ooh, Canthu gets checked right in the ribs. And that will put a halt to the offensive attack. No card presented, though, as clearly it was a cross-check right to the rib cage of Canthu, who dusted herself off and now back up to her feet. Canthu taking the free at the arc and will pull it back as the Pirates try to set up their offense, looking for their first goal since the first period. Canthu spinning one-on-one, met by the double team. Canthu with nowhere to go right now as she's being ridden out of the arc and will win the penalty. So the foul being called on the arc. Canthu could take the shot from here if they desire to do so. It wouldn't be out of the question. And instead, they'll try to force the run in. Right to the X. Canthu trying to set up the offense from behind. The shot going sideways and couldn't find a way to muscle it in. And it's going to be the goalie who gets to the position first, as Hannah Rizzo will start the recycling. 10-10 left in this third period. The Knights lead 6-3. If you just joined us here on the Pirate YouTube channel, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. The pass overhead, the fight for possession. It's going to be anybody's ball. Flowers had it last touch, and it's ultimately scooped up by Dendalk. Dendalk loses possession. Who wants it now as this ball being skirted across the ground and finally picked up by Ellsworth? They connect with Megan Chang. Chang, her pass overhead, surprising from the leading assist getter from last year who returned with 15. Thought for sure that that was going to be pinpoint, but maybe that wind causing a few issues considering it's at the back of the attacking team, in this case, Calvin. Nowhere to go inside the center circle until passed out of the double team. Flowers. The ball secured and just barely. There's the thwack from behind. And that initial stoppage was against the Pirates, so they just restarted quickly. Boer working with the start-stop, gets past the defenders. Boer hits the post. So Audrey Boer ends up hitting the post on the attack and comes up empty on that opportunity. But they were able to chase the ball down out of play, and being the closest team, retain possession, do the Knights. They have now found their offensive groove. Boer comes back and scores this time, though, after missing so closely just moments ago. That's her first of the game. It is now 7-3 as the Pirates are behind here. Not out of it, but definitely need to have some things start to click for them, especially when it comes by way of getting on the score sheet. Knights 7, Pirates 3, 8:05 remains here in this third quarter. Really have to admit, though, weather-wise, it turned out to be a gorgeous day. I thought it was going to be piping hot with plenty of sunshine, but a lot of cloud coverage blowing in has made it a real pleasant day to be outside. But right now, the Pirates trying to find some pleasantness when it comes to scoring points. As they started off hot, they had the lead as the Turf Monster comes out to help the Pirates and their fortunes there, at least momentarily. And the Pirates will come away with possession thanks to that initial trip up. The Pirates had the lead at the end of the first period. If you just joined us, they were ahead 3-2, but were sequestered when it comes to scoring in the second period, as the end of the half was 5-3. But 2 goals scored here in the third period of play has given the Knights a 7-3 advantage as the Pirates look to break the cold streak here. And the Pirates will end up with possession. Van Dinner. Van Dinner. Ooh, makes the defender slip up. This pass, though, falls nowhere and then ultimately picked up and advanced by Natalie Scott. The pass on the sideline is still in play. Into the attacking third now. Bethard. Hasn't been too much of a factor in the sense of how they were a real scoring threat in the first period of play, but maybe that changes here. Bethard dumps it off inside, but it was a quick pass to the X, and this play not being able to be set up. And the Pirates come up with it once again. But the spin move negated on Martin. 6:19 left in this third period. Thinking about it, no shot to be taken just yet. Nothing to line up. Maybe, no, it's going to be too much holding on to the ball and then hit away from behind. Thought about the pass, thought about the shot, but Smith pulls it back down, back to the behind of the crease. At the X, who's going to make the decision? On the cut, no cut run is denied once again. Pirates defense standing tall, 55 seconds left on the shot clock, 5:45 on the game clock. Looking to muscle it in, now from the top, and just when it looked like we were going to have a long shot taken, we will have a penalty. Free position right at the fan. And it's going to go off of the post. Pirates still in it. 7-3. It is not a lead that can't be surmounted, but it is one of these leads where the Pirates definitely need to get going here in the closing stages of this third quarter. And there was a head check there, and that's going to be a penalty, and it's a rare card that has been issued to the Calvin Knights in this game. So Boer will have to take the penalty and will be in the box for a minute. Pirates have a man up. Can they take advantage of the situation? Van Dinner being checked, able to hold off the defense, and now here come the Pirates. Good opportunity here. Have to be very decisive with this possession. Less than 5 minutes to go in this third period. So Ganthu wants to drive this pirate ship right now, and will do so from behind the crease. Ganthu attacking, Ganthu spinning, Ganthu scoring! And Cecilia Ganthu scoring the first goal of the second half for the Pirates. That's her second goal of the matchup. Put her defender in the blender and spun her around and got the space that she needed. 7-4 now, our score, as the Pirates go to their talisman, their star player, and Cecilia Cantu. And it was Cece with the one-on-one, like jousting like the knights of old, who comes away with the one-on-one victory and then defeats the goalkeeper with a well-placed shot. So the draw is going to be awarded to the Calvin Knights after these opening draw infraction. And the Pirates lining up defensively here for this free pass. Well, before we can even get there, the referees are going to confer that this is what's going to take place. Again, if you just joined us, it's the Calvin Knights who are dressed in the all-white this afternoon. I have to keep on checking my watch because I'm like, well, early evening again with the time change that happened just a couple of days ago. Still trying to get used to the fact that evening is forthcoming in just another 30 minutes, but we're going to have plenty of sunshine overhead. But the lights are on here at the varsity pitch.
Why are they 2 down now?
Whoa, the Pirates were already down a player, make it 2, and now they're going to be down another one? Green card coming up against Cantu. And just when the momentum started to shift back towards the Pirates, quick cards being presented here after the score, and the Pirates are 2 players down. Well, that shot goes right off of the post, as there's a 2-man advantage for the Knights, and Boer unable to come up with the second goal of the matchup as they had just scored last time around. Again, denied. I want to say a bit of a save made by Bethke there to put it onto the post. But Bethke was the reason why that goal not scored, because she closed down the lane. This defense trying to answer the call with 2 players down. Boer open. Boer misses again on the shot. Bethke standing tall inside the crease here, keeping these Knights at bay. To the top of the arc, streaming in. And this is another one going against the Pirates. Free position. Right at the fan, trying to make it 8-4 from here. On the approach, the shot scored. Defense couldn't get back in time to force a check. I want to say that's Corinne Plum.
The free position goal for the Knights was shot by number 1, Corinne Plum.
And it is Plum. First goal of the afternoon for Plum. And the Knights now lead 9-4. So just as soon as the Pirates were able to get a much-needed score, the Pirates have the Knights come right back. And really a slew of predicaments that had led to that goal being scored. But the Pirates putting 2 of their players in the box thanks to those cards. And the Knights taking advantage of the situation. And it's going to be one off the draw by Lillian Mori, who is the draw taker. Mori flips this pass right to Bethard. Bethard has been a little quiet in the second half. Hasn't been asked to have score or to assist as much. But Bethard looking to get back into the scoring action here as they take up a lot of bodies, having to acknowledge the big frame from Bethard. Tall and powerful. 8-4. Back to Bethard. Inside, perfect pass, even better finish on the slight delay for J.C. Smith. As Smith now scores her 4th of this game. And the Knights despite the Pirates' 9 saves in this game, the Knights now lead 9-4. So 2:30 remains here at Varsity Field in this 3rd period as the Pirates again just slightly down. Now we're going to have a change at the draw. It's going to be Ganthu who's going to look to take the draw for the Pirates to see if they can just win a much needed position. And the Pirates still won't come away with it. Eigenberg. As substitutions are being made by the Knights as they work the ball in their attacking half. Maury being defended hard there, cuts back inside. This shot looking to be taken. A couple of fakes and pulls it back down to Smith. Scanning is Maury. Plum scored last time. Plum ducking, darting, shooting. Plum has it saved by Emma Bethke again. Bethke making her 10th save of this game. 1:35. It's up to Ganthu. And it's going to be a solo effort here from Ganthu as she expertly glides past the would-be defenders here on the near sideline. And Ganthu will take this ball almost all the way to the X. And this pass will ultimately go out of play. So despite the good advancement there from Ganthu, Pirates are going to be forced back on the defensive after the turnover. And a mistake. The ball's still in play, though. And it's going to be a mistake that's cleaned up by Hannah Rizzo, who had let that ball go through, didn't realize it was staying in until late, and then was able to reconvene back on the open possession. 40 seconds. Down to 35 here in the 3rd period. 9-4 our score. It's the Calvin Knights who lead. Turnover in the midfield. Pirates now with possession. Van Diener on the run. Van Diener was trying to link up with Ganthu, only for it to be batted away. 15 seconds left on the turn. Smith. Let's see if they can get one more opportunity at net. This is a good run from Eigenberg, but does she have enough time? It's going to be deflected. The shot taken and deflected. I think it was just going to go off of the post. No, we'll wait to see if that does become official, and if it does, we'll tell you on the other side. But right now, it looks like it was just a missed shot. 9-4 as the Knights were able to really turn on the juice in the second half to start things off in that 3rd period. The Pirates did get a goal late, but the Pirates getting that 2nd goal of the game from Cecilia Ganthu, but need 5 more just to draw even. We'll take a timeout as we get ready for our final frame. Last 15 minutes coming up here shortly on the Pirates YouTube channel.
Yeah.
15 minutes remain as we get ready for the start of the fourth and final period. The Knights lead 9-4 here from the varsity field. We want to thank you again for joining us here this afternoon. Second straight consecutive day of action for your Pirates, and they had responded well in the first period of play after the loss against Meredith College. And the Pirates able to score one here late in the second half in that third period, but find themselves down by 5. It looks like Ganthu might turn on the Jets here. Ganthu was trying to spin through and then has it knocked loose where it falls to Rizzo in goal. And with that outlet pass, Boer on the way trying to get past this defender, and does. Boer lost it, has it. Ellsworth gets it back. Ellsworth off balance, and it's going to be knocked into the midfield. So the referee kind of in between calls right there after a crunching check delivered. And it's going to be a timeout. First one in this game taken by the Knights, who lead 9-4. We'll take one with them as we're almost a minute through this fourth period with 14:06 remaining. I mean, that does go without saying. I mentioned it yesterday, and that still holds true. I think some of the best music, game warm-up, in-game, has to come from this women's lacrosse team. And it seems to keep them hyped up here as they try to work their way in this comeback situation against the Knights from Calvin, who are looking to get their first ever historical win against the Pirates in women's lacrosse, as these two teams had only met once prior, with the Pirates coming out on top back in 2022. This ball loose and a little too aggressive for that loose ball will lead to the whistle. And the Pirates will have possession here. Yeah, so these two teams meeting just over 3 years ago, as it was in March, the last time these two teams met in 2022. Just beyond the arc, now towards the high attack areas. Back beyond the arc, and whistle comes. The shot taken and made by Lillian Maury. And for Maury, first goal of this game.
The goal for the Knights was shot by number 22, Lillian Maury.
You can hear how excited her teammates are about that goal scored for Maury. And for Maury, first ever collegiate goal scored as a Knight, so congratulations to them. 10-4 makes the score. Pirates winning the draw, though. Pirates have able to advance. Van Dinner looked to have been fouled and was, so the Pirates take it quickly, though. Van Dinner. Here the Cantu. Cici. Trotting towards the X. Fakes the shot. Puts her man on the ground by breaking her ankles with that quickness. Now in front of goal. And they're going to call that a missed shot. Pirates closest to the ball, so they'll take possession. And I'm not sure what had actually caused that turnover. It looked like it was Pirates' ball, but then it looked like another infraction on the delivery to the restart resulted in the ball giving back. Regardless, the Pirates get this ball back here, and it's checked away from behind by Megan Chang. Chang able to get away from danger. Chang still on the run here, being closed down. Cuts right back inside. Chang, unselfish play to the wide open player. The shot saved. Terrific stop once again by Emma Bethke. As if you needed a player of the game for the Pirates in this contest, I would gladly tell you that it's been Emma Bethke. Save number 11 in this game this afternoon. And that one of the harder ones to stop, as it was a 3-on-2 break. For sure, I thought that the Knights were going to come away with a better look after that big breakaway. They get the ball to Cantu. Cantu has great speed, terrific quickness. 11 minutes to go now for the Pirates, who are down 10-4. They have possession here. Can they cut the lead in half? CC. Cantu still with possession here. Pirates taking a lot of time off of the shot clock. It's now down to 30, so whatever they run, they're going to have to be decisive about it. As they try to crisscross in front of the crease to throw off the defense and try to get her on the ISO, and Cici does just that! Call the Undertaker to collect those broken ankles as Cici Cantu scores up top. What a goal. Third goal of the match for Cantu. None prettier than what you just witnessed. Like the Knights of old, jousting one-on-one, and it was Cantu with that quickness. Once again, that half spin made the defender bite. Ankles broken, bypasses the defender, and then it was one-on-one with the goalie. Top 90 finish on the near side post. Absolutely excellent work from Cici Cantu. I can't wait to see that one on the replay. Wow, what a goal. That was going to be one of the best ones you see all season when it comes to an individual goal-scoring effort. At the draw, let's see, that will power the Pirates to a possible comeback as they are only down by 5. They win the draw. This is Cantu again. Right now, Cantu has been on fire. Can she continue to burn here? And if you don't know anything about fire safety, when the wind is blowing like this, there is a possibility for a fire hazard. And right now, that could be raising or it could be raised rather by CC Ganthu, because that momentum could be infectious to the rest of this team. As now they're really moving with a well-coordinated effort right now. Van Diener trying to get inside, does just that. The shot going to go overhead, but Ganthu was waiting at the X, so is the nearest person to the loose ball. But that clock will continue to tick down as the Pirates restart here with the possession. 30 seconds, Ganthu going one-on-one, and will draw the double team. The shot, it rattles off but in. And that is a goal for the Pirates. So CC Ganthu, once again, back-to-back goals here, and within about 2 minutes of a time span. And the Pirates now only score down by 4. It seems that out of all the goals that Ganthu could have chose to score here today, that one, which had seemed to be the easiest because it was a true forehand, ended up being one of the most sensational because of the placement, as it just hit right off of the post with enough force to just ricochet it in and just barely over the line on the crease to count the goal. Pirates are now only down by 4 as that wind continues to pick up here at Varsity Field, and plenty of time left to where the Pirates could complete this comeback as the offense is starting to steady, but the water's still rocky in the harbor. And things might not get easier here if this is what I think it is. So it's going to be a timeout taken by the Pirates. I thought that maybe a penalty was coming up, but a timeout taken with 8:55 left, 10-6 now, as the Pirates have had back-to-back goals scored by CC Ganthu.
Lightning delay. Yeah, you just push the stop recording button. That way we don't run down all my minutes.
Well, this has been an unexpected twist, that is for sure, friends, but a lightning delay has been registered. If that's the call, and I didn't see any lightning anywhere, but softball and baseball.
No, they're about to do starting lineup. Their game starts in like 10 minutes.
We do have a baseball game that's supposed to be starting as well here behind us, as there's still a lot of going on.
Softball's still out.
And softball's still out too, so if there was a lightning delay, I'm curious as to where it was pinged from, because it seems that is the case, because the benches are clearing, and when there is a delay like that, that's what would transpire. But we have a lacrosse practice going on. We have softball going on. We have baseball getting ready to start a game unless they're going to delay it. So my apologies, folks, as we're trying to figure out what's going on. Women's soccer was going to start practicing, but it looks like their practice might still continue. This is quite the situation, my friends. But right now, I'm under the impression that we're under a lightning delay. So we're going to call it that for now. If I can get you an update, definitely will get you an update as soon as possible. But right now, I'm going to go with we're under a lightning delay. We should get this match restarted, as that wind's strong as ever. So if there wasn't a lightning delay, there's definitely a strong wind.
Is that true? Lightning delay? Yes. We're the only sports team that has stopped.
And that wind really starting to pick up now. And if there wasn't a lightning delay, this, or maybe there might be one, because this does make some sense with the way that this wind is starting to pick up. I'm from, I am from the Gulf area, so when you feel a wind like this, that usually tells you that something's going to blow in.
And softball's going in?
Okay, so they're saying lightning delay. So we're going to go with lightning delay. That's what I've been told. So we'll stop for now. We'll hopefully come back and restart this match for you when it's clear to do so. But right now we go to the stoppage 10-6 with 8:55 remaining in this fourth period.
Okay, softball's going in. Baseball looks like they're in the dugout just chilling. Yeah, they just went into the dugouts to just hang out. But men's lacrosse, yeah, me in the metal post is not a good idea, but it's fine.
All right, fans, we're almost ready to begin once again after what was the lightning delay, but really wasn't too close to us, but it was within that circumference of the circle. So we had to pause for that lightning delay, but we are now back at it. Hopefully it should all be good from here on out as we have restarted play. We are here in the fourth period, less than 10 minutes to go in the final 15. It's 10-6. The Pirates, though, had scored the last 2 goals by way of Cecilia Cantu. Go back and see the last one she scored. That one, an absolute stunner as she scored it one-on-one, and we're going to have a foul called against the Pirates, and this is going to lead to a free position for the Knights of Calvin. The last time these two teams met, the Pirates were victorious, but now it's going to be up to Bethke, who has had saved 11 shots to try to make another one and won't be able to do so here. As coming out of the timeout, Calvin, who you can argue had lost a lot of the momentum, will regain it right back thanks to that goal. Still time for the Pirates to try to complete the comeback. And it's going to be Megan Chang who scores their first goal of this matchup. They've been in on a lot of the assist here this, well, I'm going to say evening now, as the sun's setting, but it's almost 7 o'clock as it's 6:45 standard time here in the Central Time Zone. Just a few days removed from daylight savings where we sprung forward. So now we're going to start getting those long days and late sunsets here in Texas. And hopefully that means that the sun has not set on this comeback opportunity for the Pirates. But that last goal scored could shift the momentum right back to the Knights, as now they know that they can afford to waste time here. Boer running around the defense and evading one, still being trailed by another. The pass completed to Bethard. Bethard couldn't fully pass the defender. Back to Boer. Boer. The Pirates defense staying compact. 50 on the shot clock here for the Knights. And another save made. Point blank on the one-touch shot. Well executed by Calvin, but even better defending by Emma Bethke in the crease, who has definitely been like the MVP today for this Pirate team. Great outlet pass as they were able to get it out to Flowers was Bethke. This ball, though, unable to pick it up off of the ground on the roll. It's still anybody's. Off of the half volley, still doesn't get picked up. Still nobody's. Still anybody's possession, and now finally Calvin's. Still unsecure here, and now finally able to secure the loose ball. The Knights with possession. This is J.C. Smith. Smith around one. Smith could take the shot from here. Smith dangerous. And Smith will be denied, at least here initially. Good pestering defense there by Hope Kleberson. This shot knocked away before the shot could go forward, thanks to the check. Pirates unable to get on the loose ball as everybody thwacking at the loose possession. Picked up. Boer thought about the shot, doesn't take it. Boer trying to get in left-handed is met by 3 Pirate defenders, and that will jar the ball loose as it rolls out of play. It's a good defensive stand there from the Pirates thus far. 40 seconds on the shot clock, but they are down by 5. Well, for the first time, I can't recall hearing any whistles here, but I assume that there was a whistle beforehand as we are standing at the free position here for Audrey Boer. And she'll miss the shot overhead. The Pirates were standing right there on the byline, and they're going to say the ball still stays with the visitors as Calvin trying to finish this opportunity with a goal. One defender falls. But back to full strength for the Pirates. Good defensive discipline so far. This ball lost in the fray inside the arc, and still nobody able to commandeer the possession until I spoke too soon. Still nobody's who wants this, and it's going to look like it's going to be finally scooped up by Corrine Plum. But the Pirates, their defense shutting down that would-be offensive possession, as the Pirates are going to have the ball back, but now they're going to be forced to work quickly. They need 5 goals in just about 5 minutes of play, and you have 90-second shot clocks to work with, so the Pirates can't waste too much time. And no surprises here that they'll put it to Bethke, who will look to launch this ball deep if possible. Kleberson is open over the middle. They're going to go all the way line to line, and it's going to be intercepted and going to be given away right back. But the Pirates can't waste time. If they want to try to pull this off, they're going to have to keep things moving ahead. Van Dieter going to make an overlapping run. And the Pirates keeping the ball on the far side of the field. Gets past to the defender now, can advance as the Pirates trying to get into an attacking situation, only for the ball to pop loose. Still anybody's ball. And Kleberson trying to give the Pirates some hope there. Still nothing. And it's going to be picked up over in the back line by Rachel Pinto. So Pinto cleaning up the mess there for the Pirates to at least get possession. Ganthu will pick up the loose ball and will try to start this offense, but the Pirates only have 30 seconds to score here. Ganthu does take the shot between the 2 defenders, but the ball goes out of play. Pirates will stay with the possession, but they only have 18 seconds now, so they really have to get to work here. Ganthu beats one. Ganthu beats a second. Ganthu trying to spin, nowhere to go. Ganthu sent to the ground, and the Pirates trying to get back on the loose ball. Ball turned over. The shot clock will reset. 3:10 remains in this game here in the 4th period as the Knights lead 11-6. A big slash taken from behind almost knocks the ball loose. Still on the run, Bethard trying to go with the unselfish play, and Smith unable to connect. It was just behind them on the pass. Smith shrugs off the check. Back to Plum. Now at a high attacking situation here for the Knights with 2:40 and counting. And they'll score. That could be the final egg in this omelet, as the Knights will take their lead and see it rise to 12. As long as the stick passes inspection, and it does.
The goal for the Knights was scored by number 11,
Ainsley Gothard. First goal of the match for them. And the Pirates down 12-6. It really does seem that that lightning delay, though, had quelled a lot of the momentum that was being built by the Pirates. Just before that, Southwestern had scored back-to-back goals going into that break for the lightning delay. And now we're seeing the Knights add on 2 more after coming out of the lightning delay. Van Dieter able to win the draw. Able to shrug off one tackler. Van Dieter. Here to Cruz. Cece is gone through looking. Pirates trying to get some spacing here. A lot of solo runs and trying to set up this offense. Ganthu wants it back at the X. With the pass ahead, that was the right idea. Just unable to link up between the teammates, as Montez was standing right in front of the crease. While the Pirates might fall here this afternoon, still want to get valuable work in these situations where you might need them in conference play. Ganthu somehow was able to hang on to the ball despite being hounded by this defense, and it's intercepted. On the cradle, on the run. Petrusia advancing that ball all the way from the defense to the attacking third. Back in front of net, and no doubt about it, Gothard will get her second goal. But what a great feed, working from the X and then driving it back in front of crease to give him an excellent look. Traveling fans are very excited with the performance that the Knights have put on, especially after the lightning delay, as they have been able to score 3 goals now after that delay. As we're about a minute out of the Knights taking their first ever victory in women's lacrosse over the Pirates and avenging that defeat, their previous lone meeting from 2002. So Cecilia Cantu wins the draw. Will have a push from behind, and it looks like contact with the head made inadvertent, as the clock will continue to run here with 40 seconds. Ganthu, essentially triple teamed here with nowhere to go, will pass this. Foul committed, 17 seconds left, so the free position coming up for the Pirates. If they're going to take this, they got to take this quick. 10 seconds, and here's the countdown. No shot taken from distance here. Maybe the pass, no, they're going to go around the defender, and they sling this towards the crease, and that is how this matchup will end. The Calvin Knights victorious in this matchup as they win 13-6. And after a lengthy lightning delay, it really does seem like the momentum that was being built just extremely extinguished by this Knights team. And give them credit, it didn't look like this game was going to turn out this way. The Pirates had the lead at the end of the first period of play as they were ahead 3-2. Pirates were scoreless in the second period, as Calvin had taken the lead then, but still well within striking distance. They were only down by a couple of scores. But then in that third period, that's where Calvin was really able to open up the lead. And when they were able to do that, once they got to a 3-goal lead, they never turned back, and that's how this game finished up. Just don't forget, my friends, we will have more lacrosse for you coming up on Friday, as the ladies are going to be on break tomorrow. And much needed after having to play back-to-back-to-back. In this game, out of the 6 goals scored, it was Grace Van Diener who had 1. Sydney Martin, the sophomore from San Antonio, had another. And of course, Cecilia Cantu, the midfielder from Katy, leading the team with 4 goals scored here in this game. So that's how it ends. Leading scorers for Calvin They were led by their returning leading scorer from last season, J.C. Smith, second team all-conference selection out of the MIAA. Finished this game with 4 goals. You had Delaney Johnson, who had 3. Ainsley Gothard had 2 right there at the end. And then you had Maury, Chang, Boer, and Plum, who each had 1. So that will conclude today's lacrosse here from the Pirate Field. Now, again, Pirates are off tomorrow, but they will be right back here on the field of play for Friday evening. You're not going to want to miss that. Again, if you're not going to be able to make it to town, and don't forget, South by Southwest is going on, so if you're trying to stay in the Central Texas area, that might be an issue. So just double check to make sure lodging is available. But if not, of course, we have you covered right here on the Pirates YouTube channel. So we'll see you back here on Friday, and then we will see you on Saturday morning as the Pirates will wrap up, well, not necessarily their spring break, but them hosting other spring breaks here from Georgetown, Texas, with that 11 a.m. start time on Saturday morning. So until then, I want to thank you again for tuning in with us here on the Pirates YouTube channel. I'm Smash Simmons saying thanks again for watching, and we will see you on Friday. Take care.